Just taking a moment to lie down and get settled, maybe getting cozy with some pillows or blankets, finding the most comfortable position for our own body and inviting in some softness and relaxation, making any minor adjustments to our position as we soften through our shoulders and our hips, scanning our body to find any other places where we can become more comfortable. Letting go of any judgments or expectations as we allow the entire weight of our body to surrender to the surface below us, feeling fully supported here. Each Nidra experience is totally unique, and yours is perfect exactly as it unfolds today. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Becoming aware of any sounds that we may hear in our surroundings, accepting any noises as a part of our environment, a part of our experience. Can we hear anything outside? Is the wind blowing this evening? What sounds do we hear within our home? Perhaps we hear movements and footsteps of others. Or is our space filled with peace and quiet? Can we listen and hear the sound of our breath? The inhales and the exhales flowing through our nose. Now let's listen for our Sankalpa. This affirmation or positive I am statement, it's something we'd like to manifest in our lives. If we are experiencing injury or illness, our Sankalpa might be I am healing. If we are living with tension or anxiety, maybe trying I am peaceful, I am calm, I am safe. If we are feeling stuck, we can try I am letting go, I am growing, I am learning. If we are feeling a lack of worthiness, perhaps trying I am valuable, I am capable, I am enough. If we're feeling lonely or isolated, I am connected, I am loved. Anything is possible. This Sankalpa is our powerful seed of transformation. Taking a few moments to feel for whichever Sankalpa feels the most powerful and truthful for us, and then planting it deep within ourselves. Perhaps in our heart, repeating it to ourselves, and feeling that energy resonating from our heart to the rest of our body. Maybe noticing if that energy extends even beyond ourselves. Now it is time to explore Annamaya Kosha, the layer of our physical body. Let's bring our attention to the very center of our chest, our heart space. Then sliding our attention over to our right hand, bringing all of our awareness into our right thumb, allowing that awareness to move into our index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, feeling that awareness spread across the palm of our right hand and the back of our right hand, softening into our wrist, traveling up our right forearm, sinking into our elbow, spreading across our upper arm, and softening into our right shoulder. And inviting our awareness to weave through the right side of our ribs, moving down our waistline and softening into our hip, spreading across our right thigh and feeling that awareness soften into our right knee, traveling down our right shin and calf and softening into our right ankle, into our heel, and flowing across the sole and top of our right foot, inviting our awareness to spread out to each one of our toes, Holding on to that awareness of our right toes, adding our right foot, adding our entire right leg, adding our torso on the right side of our body, adding our right arm, feeling the entire right side of our body within our awareness, whole right side. Moving our awareness over to our left hand, bringing all of our awareness into our left thumb, allowing that awareness to move into our index finger, middle finger, our ring finger, pinky finger, feeling that awareness spread across the palm of our left hand and the back of our left hand, softening into our wrist, traveling up our left forearm, sinking into our elbow, spreading across our upper arm, and then softening into our left shoulder. Inviting that awareness to weave through the left side of our ribs, moving down our waistline, and then softening into our hip, spreading across our left thigh, and feeling that awareness soften into our left knee, traveling down our left shin and calf, and softening into our left ankle, into our heel, and flowing across the sole and the top of our left foot, and inviting our awareness to spread out to each one of our toes. Holding on to that awareness of our left toes, adding our left foot, adding our entire left leg, adding our torso on the left side of our body, adding our left arm, feeling the entire left side of our body with our awareness, whole left side. Now we move through the back plane of our body, feeling the soles of our feet, sensing the backs of our heels and our calves, feeling the backs of both knees, moving through both sets of hamstrings, both sides of our bottom, and the back of our pelvis, allowing our awareness to soften into our lower back, gradually rising up our mid-back and then across our upper back, feeling our shoulder blades, moving along the curve along the back of our neck, the back of our head, and then softening across the top of our head to the crown, flowing forward and smoothing across our forehead, spreading over our eyebrows, both eyes together, feeling the bridge of our nose, our nostrils, and the tip of our nose, and then both lips together, our tongue, and then feeling our whole mouth, letting our awareness come into our chin, softening into the jaw, bringing our awareness to our right ear and our left ear, feeling both ears together, feeling the space between our ears, traveling down our throat at the center, sensing to the right and to the left of our throat, bringing awareness to our whole throat, feeling our right collarbone and our left collarbone, moving our awareness down into the center of our chest, inviting that awareness into our right lung and our left lung, both lungs together, connected, feeling our beating heart, feeling our whole entire rib cage, allowing our awareness to travel down into our belly, connecting with the front of each thigh, feeling our awareness soften into both of our kneecaps, flowing down our shins, feeling the tops of our feet and all 10 of our toes, Moving back up as we feel our whole entire right leg, then our whole entire left leg. Now sensing both legs together. Keeping both of our legs in our awareness, and then adding our entire torso. Adding our right arm from shoulder to fingertips, and our left arm from shoulder to fingertips. Feeling everything from our shoulders to our fingertips, across our torso, all the way down to our toes. Now let's add our neck, our head, our face, and our throat. So now our whole entire body is wrapped in our awareness, resting in this body of awareness, feeling our whole body enveloped in our awareness. Whole body, whole. From this whole body awareness, we are moving into pranamaya kosha, the layer of energy that we experience through our breath. Noticing the inhales and the exhales flowing through the nose. As we take a breath in, allowing the belly to fill up and expand, and as we breathe out, allowing the belly to soften and relax, taking big breaths in and full deep breaths out. Maybe inviting our breath to deepen a little bit further as we inhale, filling deep into the belly, and then allowing the breath to expand up and out into the rib cage, and then releasing ribs and then belly. Breathing into the belly, up and out into the ribs, and then letting go. Ribs and then belly. Inhaling into the belly, into the ribs, and then exhaling through the ribs and then belly. Perhaps inviting our breath to deepen even further. Inhaling into the belly, up and into the ribs, and then allowing the breath to expand all the way up to the collarbones, and then releasing collarbones, ribs, and then belly. Breathing into the belly, up into the ribs, and then up to the collarbones, and then letting go. Collarbones, ribs, belly. Inhaling belly, ribs, collarbones. Exhaling collarbones, ribs, belly. Feeling that gentle wave of our breath and noticing where our breath connects within us. Where does our energy flow? Continuing to rest our body deeply while our mind remains aware. Entering Manomaya Kosha, the layer of our thoughts and emotions. Let's bring our focus to the center of our chest, our heart space, allowing our awareness to rest here. First, we will explore darkness and light, allowing ourselves to now notice what it's like to feel darkness within us. Just observing what it's like to experience darkness and noticing any sensations connected to feeling darkness in our body. There's no need to fix or evaluate anything, simply noticing. Now, letting darkness go. Moving to feeling light. Observing what's connected to feeling light. What do we feel here? Letting that feeling of light go. Moving back to feeling darkness. Adding in the feeling of light. Holding on to both darkness and light, uniting these opposites into a far greater whole. Now, letting them go. Returning to our neutral center, our heart space. Next, let's explore the feeling of being critical and accepting. Letting ourselves to now experience what it's like to be critical. Just observing critical and what sensations are connected to it. Letting those sensations go. Moving to feeling accepting. Simply noticing and observing. And then letting it go. Moving back to feeling critical, holding on to it, and then adding in the feeling of acceptance. Holding them both together for a moment, and then letting them go, and returning to our neutral space. Now, let's explore our feelings of craving and contentment. Allowing ourselves to feel craving. What is it like to crave something? What rises up within us? Taking a moment to notice, and then letting that go. Moving to contentment, allowing ourselves to feel what's connected to contentment, and then letting it go. Moving back to craving, adding in contentment, holding them both together. Now letting them both go, and moving back to our neutral space. Finally, let's explore our feelings of isolation and connection. Letting ourselves to now experience what it's like to feel isolated. Just observing isolation and what sensations we are feeling. Letting those sensations go. Moving towards feeling connection. Noticing and observing what it feels like to feel connected. And then letting it go. Moving back to feeling isolation, holding on to it, and then adding in feeling connected, holding them both together united. Letting them both go and returning to our neutral space. From our neutral heart space, expanding our awareness until we are once again enveloped by our whole body and our whole awareness. Whole body connected. Whole body whole. We are now entering Vijnana Maya Kosha, our layer of insight. Beginning with rapid visualization, allowing ourselves to see a horseshoe, the lights on a stereo, a bowl full of lemons, the moon, silver spoons, a mailbox, candlelight, freshly folded laundry, the beach, dancing children, melted ice cream, a lighthouse on the shore. Arriving at this lighthouse on the shore, what does this lighthouse look like? What is it made of? Does it have any windows? Are there any other buildings surrounding it? Are there any trees or a garden? What's been happening around this lighthouse? Does it watch over a marina with boats? Or is it a sparse and rocky coastline? Where is the door into the lighthouse? And what does this door look like? How does it open? What does it sound like when we open it? What's inside this lighthouse? Is it easy to see? Do we see the stairs? And what are those stairs made of? How does it feel to grasp onto the railing? How many stairs do we climb to reach the top? When we get there, what do we see? What does the light at the top look like? Is it shining? Is there a light keeper here? And who is this light keeper? Can we see their face? Do we know them from our past, our present, or our future? Maybe this keeper of the light is a loved one. Maybe it is ourself. Can we hear the light keeper's voice? What are they saying to us? Maybe it's our Sankalpa, our positive I am statement. It is manifesting in our life right now. These words of power and truth, they are within us. Returning our focus to the center of our chest, our heart space, as we move now into Anandamaya Kosha, our layer of connection. Let's observe where we feel connection. We may feel open space. Whatever we feel, simply observing any connection that exists for us right now. Staying in this place of observation, becoming the witness of our own inner consciousness. If any thoughts happen to arise, just allowing them to be and focusing on the space in between each thought. Lengthening and leaning into this space. What do we find here? In this deep space before thought takes form, allowing any old patterns that no longer serve us to soften and dissolve. There is nothing to do. Letting everything fall away to create new open space. Our whole being is at rest and aware in this space. We may choose to return with what we have learned on our journey, so that it may help guide and serve us. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat, all is truth, all is reality. Namaste.